Hello everyone, today I am here to elaborate how NASA is the controller of all space organization. NASA's story begins in the late 1950s when the Soviet Union launched Sputnik, the first artificial satellite, into orbit. This event sparked a space race between the two superpowers, and the US felt the need to catch up and surpass its rival. To do so, the US Congress passed legislation establishing NASA on July 29, 1958, replacing the National Advisory Committee for Aeronautics (ACAS), which had been the main agency for aeronautics research since NASA inherited NACA's facilities, personnel, and projects, and expanded its scope to include human and robotic spaceflight, space science, and technology development. NASA's first major achievement was Project Mercury, which sent the first American astronaut, Alan Shepard, into space in 1961, followed by John Glenn, the first American to orbit the Earth, in 1962. NASA then embarked on Project Gemini, which tested the capabilities and technologies needed for the ultimate goal of landing a human on the Moon. Gemini achieved several milestones, such as the first spacewalk, the first rendezvous and docking of two spacecraft, and the longest duration of a manned spaceflight. In 1961, President John F. Kennedy announced the ambitious vision of sending a man to the Moon and returning him safely to the Earth before the end of the decade. NASA accepted the challenge and launched the Apollo program, which involved the development of the Saturn V rocket, the Lunar Module, and the Command and Service Module. Apollo 8 became the first crewed mission to orbit the Moon in 1968, and Apollo 11 achieved the historic feat of landing the first humans, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, on the lunar surface in 1969. NASA continued to explore the Moon with 5 more successful landings, and also conducted scientific experiments and collected lunar samples. The last Apollo mission, Apollo 17, departed from the Moon in 1972, marking the end of the era of lunar exploration. NASA then shifted its focus to developing a reusable space transportation system, the Space Shuttle, which could carry astronauts and payloads to low Earth orbit and back. The first Space Shuttle, Columbia, was launched in 1981 and was followed by 4 more ETAs: Challenger, Discovery, Atlantis. The Space Shuttle program carried out 135 missions over 30 years, delivering satellites, space probes, space telescopes, space stations, and crews to orbit. The Space Shuttle also enabled the repair and servicing of the Hubble Space Telescope, which revolutionized astronomy and cosmology with its stunning images and discoveries. One of the most important achievements of the Space Shuttle program was the construction and operation of the International Space Station, a joint project of NASA and several other space agencies. This is a permanent orbiting laboratory and habitat for humans and experiments, and has been continuously occupied since 2000. The ISS supports research in various fields, such as life sciences, physical sciences, Earth observation, and education. The Space Shuttle program ended in 2011 after the retirement of the last orbiter, Atlantis. NASA then relied on Russian Soyuz rockets and spacecraft to transport its astronauts to and from the ISS, while also developing new partnerships with American commercial entities, such as SpaceX and Boeing, to provide crew and cargo transportation services. NASA also supported the development of new spacecraft and launch vehicles, such as Orion and the Space Launch System, for future deep space exploration missions. Besides human spaceflight, NASA has also been a leader in robotic space exploration, sending probes and rovers to various destinations in the solar system and beyond. Some of the most notable missions include the Mariner, Pioneer, Voyager, Viking, Galileo, Cassini, New Horizons, Mars exploration rovers, Curiosity, Insight, Perseverance, and These missions have revealed the diversity and complexity of the solar system, and have also searched for signs of life and habitability on other worlds. NASA has also contributed to the advancement of aeronautics, aviation, and aerospace technology through research and development of new concepts, materials, systems, and methods. NASA has also collaborated with other agencies, organizations, and industries to improve the safety, efficiency, and sustainability of air transportation and flight operations. Throughout its history, NASA has been driven by the spirit of discovery, innovation, and excellence, and has inspired generations of scientists, engineers, explorers, and dreamers. NASA has also shared its knowledge and achievements with the public and the world through education, outreach, and media. NASA's motto is for the benefit of all, reflecting its commitment to advancing humanity's understanding and exploration.